the recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Welcome to Championship Wrestling. At ringside, this is Vince McMahon with wrestling's living legend, Bruno Sammartino. And we have a treat in store for you this week, namely the matchup between the Junkyard Dog and his opponent, Terry Funk.
What a match that's going to be. I'm really looking forward to that one. That is going to be a tough one.
Also on hand this week will be boxing Bob Orton in a special boxing matchup. Someone has accepted the challenge. We'll find out just how good boxing Bob Orton is going to be. Plus the cousin of Superfly Snuka, Superfly Alfie, to join us. Let's go to ringside.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. In the ring to my right, from parts unknown, weighing 240 pounds, the Gladiator. And his opponent, from the Fiji Islands, weighing 245 pounds, Superfly Alfie.
All right, the cousin of Snuka, there he is, yes sir. Superfly Alfie. We'll find out what he can do in the squared circle. Any reports on him, Bruno?
I'll tell you what, Vince, personally, I've never seen him in action, but I have heard quite a bit about this young man. And from what I hear, I think that the people are going to be quite surprised. This is a very, very talented young man. He can do it all in that ring. He is quick. He's got unusual maneuvers. He's got it all. And look at the physical aspect of him. The guy is really well put together. He's got a tremendous physique. He trains very, very hard, but besides strength, he's also got such tremendous agility and speed and very unusual wrestling maneuvers.
All right, Superfly Alfie now. The lockup with his opponent, and we'll take a look to see just what is going to happen here. Colorful native guard from the Fiji Islands. What do you know about the opponent here of Superfly?
Well, the Gladiator's been around for quite some time, and he's a pretty tough man. He's had quite a reputation made for himself, and he is tough. If you get past this guy, you know that you've accomplished something. As you can see, he does some very good wrestling moves on his own. But we just got a little bit of the taste of the Superfly Alfie as to his speed, the way he just escaped from that hold. There's an overhead wrist lock now by the Gladiator, and there's a nice takeover by the Superfly.
Now, the Gladiator has quite a lot of experience here, and I would think that he's going to use that. We don't know. Well, I don't know. We haven't seen the Superfly in action, so I don't know.
Well, naturally, he sees the Superfly's a young guy, and the Gladiator right away thinks he's going to use all the maneuvers, the tricks that he's learned through those many years of wrestling. But I think he's going to find out that the Superfly Alfie, he has quite a talent in that ring. Look at that. What a beautiful takedown that was. The drop toe hold.
From the other side, I might add. And it's almost like you have to feel your way there, isn't it, Bruno?
Yes, it is. And it's very awkward the way he did it. It takes a very, very talented and skillful man to do it the way he just did. And I think the Gladiator's finding out just how talented this young man is. And he's trying very hard. He's trying to have a wrist lock in taking Alfie over, but he's having no luck.
All right, the Gladiator using that hold to his advantage, and now he's going to lock it up really well.
Oh boy, this he could really do a number on the ankle and the knees of the Gladiator if Alfie chose to go back with it, but he chose not to.
The Gladiator now making as much one way to break a hold, not exactly the most sportsmanlike way to grab the rope like that, but that's one way to break the hold.
For our fans who can view us from the Worcester area, it is going to be this coming Friday night, the 21st of February, for another great WWF card at the Centrum, a 7:30 p.m. starting time. You will see on the card the dynamic Pedro Morales, a very highly touted newcomer by the name of C.V. Alfie, Corporal Kirshner, the Junkyard Dog, Tito Santana, the greats in the mat game, headed to the Centrum in Worcester, the World Wrestling Federation, this coming Friday night, February 21.
I think the Superflies pulled some unusual maneuvers on him that impressed him quite a bit, and it took some of the confidence that the Gladiator came in with, because when the Gladiator came in, right away he started doing some clever wrestling maneuvers on his own. But Alfie, look at this beautiful maneuver here, the way he's got the leg hooked up. Now, if he goes back into a bridge, let's see if he does.
Yeah, there he goes. Well, you called that one right.
And I'll tell you,
that could snap the ligaments right on the knee. Huh?
You better believe it, on the knee, and even in the hip area, it can really do a number. So now the Gladiator's going to try the rough tactics, and here's Alfie whipping him to center rope. Tackle.
Yes, nicely done by the Gladiator, going to the rope again, over Alfie this time. Right back at the Superfly. Leapfrog by the Superfly. And oh, now what a chop.
Did you hear that chop?
Headbutt.
What a chop. And now look at, whoa, what a devastating headbutt by Alfie. Here comes a big slam. Let's see, bang. And now there goes Superfly Alfie.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to do.
We've seen this before. Superfly going up to the top rope. And there on the top rope. Off and boom. Way across the midsection. And a 3 count.
Fantastic.
Superfly Alfie. Victorious here.
The winner of this bout, Superfly Alfie.
All right, let's go back, take a look at what we saw earlier on here. Superfly Alfie, there he is, Bruno.
Look at this, he had the Gladiator after a big body slam. He goes out of the top rope, and here he comes with the famous Superfly dive. And boy, did he come down flying on top of the Gladiator. And you know that the Gladiator is going to stay down for the count. There is no escape from that maneuver. And
no, you pay for that one for a long time.
You better believe it. Very impressive young man.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, to join us to Killer Bees, along with Boxing Bob Orton, who's going to take on someone who's going to indeed accept the challenge. We're going to find out just how good Boxing Bob Orton really is. And of course, the Junkyard Dog meets Terry Funk. Plus, Steamboat will join us, King Tonga, but right now, I'll take you to the update.
In recent months, many tag team combinations have been making a profound impression in the ranks of the World Wrestling Federation. Some of these teams possess awesome power and some skill and speed. However, the team that combines all these qualities and has made the most rapid progress is the English team of Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid, better known as the British Bulldogs. Let us take a moment to watch these two talented youngsters in action.
Quick tag was made, but look at that Dynamite having the presence of mind to tag Davey Boy Smith. Has him up. Davey Boy, what a power slam. One, no, wait a minute. Tag is made. Look at this. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, yes sir.
In this non-title match, the Bulldogs handed the champions, Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine, an extremely rare defeat. Can the day be very far away before these young English athletes win the coveted World Tag Team Championship? For update, this is Lord Alfred Hayes.
When over 10,000 pounds of beef comes roaring at you, it can mean only one thing. The Wrestling Album with Hulk Hogan's theme, A Real American. Hillbilly Jim. Don't go messing with a country boy. Don't mess with a country boy. Plus performances by Roddy Piper, Captain Lou, Mean Gene, and the Junkyard Dog. Grab a copy of the Wrestling Album on Epic Records and Tapes. Available at your record store.
The Wrestling Music Awards is going to be heading at you in a couple of weeks, and we must say that the voting is coming to an end. Here now are some of the nominees for Best Personality in Land of a Thousand Dances Video, Category A.
Look at the sheet. Clap your hands. He's gonna clap your hands. And then you move your feet. Oh, baby, to the beat.
The guy just says, clap your hands. I don't know about that one. In any event, if you wish to cast your vote, and we only have one more week approximately to cast your vote, you may do so. That was Category A, Best Personality in Land of a Thousand Dances video. The Slammies of Wrestling Music Awards, P.O. Box 1538 in Greenwich, Connecticut.
This is a tag team match. It's scheduled for one fall. In the ring, first of all, from Denton, Texas, weighing 346 pounds, Rusty Brooks. His partner from Brooklyn, New York, at 248 pounds, Steve Lombardi. And their opponents from the Isle of Tonga, weighing 273 pounds, King Tonga. And his partner from Hawaii, at 237 pounds, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
The Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, along with King Tonga. They are a sensational tag team combination. Rusty Brooks with a little attempt at intimidation. Here's Brooks. Rusty Brooks and Steve Lombardi have had quite a bit of experience teaming up together. And they're going to need that experience against the seasoned team of King Tonga and his partner, the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat.
Indeed they will. I'll tell you, they have been teamed together quite a bit, Brooks and Lombardi. But I don't know if they ever met the likes of Tonga and Steamboat.
Boy, Ricky Steamboat, look how lithe he looks in the ring. Boy, not 1 ounce of fat on him anywhere. Back to the corner.
Always in tip-top shape, Steamboat.
Another reminder, Worcester area wrestling fans, the Centrum comes alive with the World Wrestling Federation mat presentation on Friday, February 21st. Again, it's a 7:30 p.m. starting time. Hercules Hernandez will be there. Tag Team Supreme, Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik, and the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Indeed, looking forward to coming to Worcester more than ever now because of circumstances that you might know about. It's going to happen in Worcester at the Centrum on the 21st of February, this Friday night.
Now Lombardi wants to back off and think about it, and it's time to back off, isn't it, Bruno?
Well, after the way he's just been outmaneuvered, outskilled all the way, he just wanted to get back there and just catch his wind and think things over. Look at this now, Tonga with that big chop right on the upper arm of Lombardi.
King Tonga with a headbutt. And really working on the shoulder of Lombardi. You would know that Lombardi with a nice reversal. How about that? Moves in but misses. And misses the tag. He should have tagged Rusty Brooks. Missed the tag while he was over in his own corner. Well, high. Foot to the face. Tag is made. The Dragon now comes in. What's his little double team? Oh!
Boy, Lombardi's really been taking a pounding here, and he has not had a chance. He had the one opportunity, and he missed the tag against Rusty, and since then, he's just been on the receiving
Look
end.
at that kick, that back kick now, right to the butt of the jaw. I think it knocked him out. Oh, headbutt by King Tonga, and the 3 count. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, King Tonga, victorious. Stand by for the special interview.
All right, fans, the capacity crowd on hand this past Saturday night here in Boston at the Garden. And another great one signed for Saturday, March the 8th. You know, in a return match, it will be Macho Man Randy Savage being my guest at this time. And the Intercontinental title will be on the line. I have never heard fans in the Boston Garden explode Tito Santana like they did for this one. And again, Randy Savage involved in another tremendously controversial decision.
You know, Gene, I'm a little disturbed about this whole thing because I wanted the producers to show the people here in Boston exactly what happened, because no matter what I come out here and say, Gene, no matter what I say, Macho Man is going to come out here and lie about it. Macho Man, I was not able to get the producer to show what happened this week, but I guarantee you, man, I'm going to stay on them, and by next week, they're going to have to show what happened. What really makes me mad, Gene, more than anything else, is the fact that Macho Man had been bragging about the fact that right here in Boston, he was going to take the belt away from me. I know damn well now, Macho Man, why you were so sure that you were going to take the belt away from me here in Boston. I want you to feel this, Mean Gene. That's what he knocked me out with. Steel, solid steel.
It's got to be 32
knocked
ounces.
me right out. Macho Man, I took it to you right here in Boston, my man, because Boston happens to be my town. I put a whipping to you, brother. And several times, I've seen the film. I saw you go for that on several occasions, Macho Man. You had it all figured out, man. That's what really gets me hot. Te garantizo, cobarde. Te garantizo, aquí en Boston tengo la oportunidad de luchar en contra de ti otra vez. Aquí gané una título una vez. Tengo la oportunidad, Macho Man. Te garantizo, cobarde. Ni esto te va a ayudar. Estoy preparado para hacerte que pagues como un perro, cobarde. ¡Arriba!
All right, big news fans, stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Tag team attraction, scheduled for one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, coming down the aisle, led towards the ring by their manager, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Here are members of the Hart Foundation. From Reno, Nevada, weighing 280 pounds, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And his partner from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, at 231 pounds, the Hitman, Bret Hart. Their opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 226 pounds, Tony Stetson. And from Downers Grove, Illinois, weighing 228 pounds, Leaping Lenny Poffo. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a poem from Lenny Poffo.
All right. When I face the Hart Foundation, I always grab the mic and call these three palookas all the names that people like. Well, tonight's a different story. Jimmy Hart is such a mess, with lipstick on his collar and Adonis on his breath.
Whoa! Jimmy Hart is hot! Oh, wow. All right, in the ring now, the Anvil Jim Neidhart. Leaping Lanny Poffo takes a shot downstairs now. To the rope. Right back at him. Well, flying body press. Look at that. The Anvil catching Poffo. No, misses with the elbow. Poffo with a drop kick. Oh, look at that. And another one. Tag is made. Stetson in on the Anvil, Jim Neidhart.
Did see that.
Wow. Boy, oh boy, did his face run against Bret Hart's boot. Wow. How can he snap his neck? Oh, wow. There can't be anything left after that. Referee should really think about stopping it. I can't believe that Stetson's back on his feet. Well, not for long. Tony Stetson has no idea where he's at. And unless he can get the tag to Lanny Poffo, he's done. The Hitman Bret Hart in control at the moment. And look at the mouth to the south there. Jimmy Hart certainly would like very much for the Hart Foundation to do a number on Leaping Lanny Poffo after the poem that was recited by Mr. Poffo. That angered him quite a bit, and he's really told these men to go out there and really do a number on him. And I'll tell you, they couldn't do it on Lanny Poffo, but they're certainly doing it on Tony Stetson. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. Look at this now. Hitman Bret Hart. Oh! Almost decapitated him.
to reckon with, no doubt of that. His capacity crowd not exactly in awe of their talents.
Here are your winners, the team of Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret Hitman Hart.
Well, yeah, they might just do that, but nonetheless, they are victorious. And Jimmy Hart, to a certain extent, got his revenge, I think, against Sleeping Lanny Poffo. By that, oh, now look what they're trying. They're ganging up on Poffo. Hart Foundation ganging up on Poffo. Poffo holding his own from behind now. Bret Hart, oh no, come on, referee. Try to maintain some order in there. All right, let's go back to the replay, Bruno. Take a look at what they did.
Well, we see this so many times. Here's the clothesline, and look at this. Neidhart's got stats of, oh, look at this, with such devastation. He brought him right down, and nobody does it like Bret Hart and Neidhart.
WrestleMania 2. What the world is coming to.
There is big news as a result of what transpired on the last big card. Capacity crowd on hand at the Boston Garden. And we're going to be back Saturday night, March 8th. Tremendous card indeed. There is a new Intercontinental Champion of the world in Macho Man Randy Savage. Return bout, Savage now to defend against challenger and former champ Tito Santana. Come on, and if you would, Junkyard Dog, I cannot believe what has been happening as of late in the World Wrestling Federation. Come March 8th, a Saturday night at the Boston Garden, you and your tag team partner are going to be going up against Terry Funk and his brother, latest arrival of the World Wrestling Federation, Dory Funk Jr.
See me constantly looking around because I don't have the host here. I don't have the host here beside right now, but right here in Boston here will be there. What you seen right here today on national live television, live in the show enough living color, 282 pounds of meat laying there, being beat to death by two of those nasty snakes. And I just about cost myself a divorce when I went home with my wife, seen all those scratches upon my body that 105-pound flea-bitten wimp scratched me. Did you see him, Gene?
I did for a fact.
Scratching and scratching.
Jimmy Mouth of the South High.
And I got her get this film home so she could see it. But right here in Boston, Terry Funk and that scavenger, I don't know which one the other Funk, Dory, whatever his name.
Dory Jr. Dory Funk.
Somebody's going to bite the dust. And Hulk Hogan promised me that because right there in Tampa, I saved that world title. Now he got to say WWD. That means Worldwide Dog.
How about this, Junkyard Dog? To have the heavyweight champion of the world as your partner, that's got to be quite an honor.
That's an ace in the hole. Yeah, I can't ask for nothing no better. So all I got to do is bring old Bessie, bring old Sue, and we both know what we got to do.
All right, good old Betsy, good old Sue, the heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan, teaming up with Junkyard Dog to meet the Bunch Boston Garden Saturday night, March 8th. Don't miss it.
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. In the ring at this time, to my right, from Miami, Florida, weighing 278 pounds, Joe Murto. His partner from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing 283 pounds, claiming to be Canada's greatest athlete, Iron Mike Sharp. Their opponents, they have a total combined weight of 472 pounds. Here are the Killer Bees.
The Killer Bees, combined weight of 473 pounds. And look at this, here's Joe Murdo alone, weighs around 300 pounds. And Big Iron Mike Sharp, so the weight advantage it certainly is with Murdo and Mike Sharp. However, the Killer Bees, we've seen it before. We know what they can do. We know how quick they are in there. We know how well they function as a unit. So let's see if the size of Sharp and Murdo be effective against the Killer Bees.
Not yet, as we take a look at a series of exchanges there. B. Brian Blair, nice parliamentary takedown. One of the more scientific wrestlers in the WWF, Mr. Blair is. And his partner, Jumping Jim Brunzell. Oh, look at the elbow. You saw that clearly on the butt of the jaw. I don't take something out of Blair.
This Mark Sharp is such a big, rough-boned and heavy, thick-muscled guy. He is rough.
Look at that flying head scissor by B. Brian Blair. Nice maneuver. Arm drag takedown. And another one. Murdo comes in and gets more of the same. Look at that. Big Joe Murdo slammed. Now on the outside. And now it's supposed to be Mr. Sharp in the ring, is it not, Bruno?
Yes, sir. Mike Sharp never tagged out, so he's the legal man in the ring. And it goes to show you when you have such great speed like Blair has, as displayed in there, sometimes the size and even the strength won't be as effective. It just won't do you much good if you don't have that agility and speed to go with it. Not saying that Mike Sharp doesn't have it, but Murto, you know, he's such a big guy, but he just doesn't have that kind of speed.
And Sharp letting everyone know about how badly the holder was hurting moments ago. Jumping Jim Brunzell. Ooh, look at that. Brunzell. Nice reversal. No, blocked by Sharp. Flying head scissor. That should bring him down. It does. Drop toe hold. Brunzell driving into his man. So far, Mike Sharp is trying to take on the Killer Bees all by his lonesome.
Yeah, and he's been very rough, but with their clever maneuvers so far, they're handling Mike Sharp rather handily. And now he goes for the tag.
Double team effort now. Murdo tagging in. And they have Blair over in the corner. Look at this. Slams him to the canvas. Big Joe Murdo. Miss it. Ah, give me a break.
You're going to have to be a little quicker than that if you're going to nail somebody like Brian Blair.
And a lot more aggressive. Double team effort now. Murdo off the rope down to the canvas. And B. Brian Blair trying to set up Big Joe Murdo. Tag is made to his partner, jumping Jim Brunzell. Drop kick into the chest. And the 3 count.
That knocked the wind right out of Joe Murdo, that drop kick.
Sure did. A high fiver. Normally Brunzell will go way up for his drop kicks there. He chose to plant his feet right in the midsection, and it almost went through Big Joe Murdo.
The winners of this bout, the Killer Bees.
Killer Bees victorious. We'll take you back to the replay. After which, we'll tell you a little something about the next Saturday night main event.
Look at this, you know, there's the drop kick. Watch what he carved. Right in the lower part of the chest. It just knocked the wind right out of Joe Murdo. Brunzell with that devastating drop kick, and then goes the pin.
Another special Saturday night main event coming up in a couple of weeks, and you're going to see no less than Hulk Hogan's very own music video, Real American. I'm really looking forward to that one.
We got us another fella who wants to become a star and wants to do a little with Box and Bob here. His name is Jose Luis Rivera, and I'd like to bring him out now. I'd like to, if you wouldn't mind sitting down just for a second. I know you probably want to take the weight. He ain't gonna do nothing to you yet. I know you probably want to take the weight off your legs, save all the energy you can. You know, we have a couple club fighters, and all of a sudden I've seen you, and you know, I've seen you wrestle, and I think your wrestling's kind of. I've never seen you box, mind you. I've never seen you box. What makes you think that you're going to stand a chance against Box and Bob?
I think I could take Bob Orton any time.
Wait, let me get this straight. You think you can take Bob Orton any time? What makes you think? Where do you come from?
You know, I come from Puerto Rico, you know that.
Is that part of America?
It is part of America.
And for some reason, you figure that do you think you're going to make a reputation for yourself? Is that what you think?
You're going to watch and see.
Well, I'm going to watch and see. You see, what you realize now that you are going to have to, right from here, go inside the ring and fight right now. You realize you got no more time to train, huh?
I know, and you're going to see inside that square circle what you men can do with me in there.
Now I know why Roberto Duran lost. Yes, why, okay. I'm going to see inside this circle what my man can do in there. I like right now to wish you all kinds of luck because, brother, you're going to need it. You just slip on down there and we see you in the ring and I hope you do a lot better than the other person.
I'll be there. Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Lady first anyway.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. That's okay. We'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special attraction. It is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds of boxing. In the ring at this time from Puerto Rico, weighing 231 pounds, Jose Luis Rivera. And to my left, manager, Rowdy Roddy Piper. And from Kansas City, weighing 248 pounds, Boxing Bob Orton.
All right, Boxing Bob Orton there, along with his manager, Rowdy Roddy Piper. And we're going to find out just how good Boxing Bob Orton really is. Jose Luis Rivera accepting the challenge of last week and looking forward to mixing it up with Boxing Bob. Now, Rivera's had some experience in the ring.
I know he has, but I don't know if Orton's ever, I know Orton's wrestling background as an amateur and, of course, as a pro. But in boxing, well, no, look at that. He just threw a couple of right jabs.
Nice.
Looked pretty impressive.
Sure, nice little hook there. A series of jabs on the part of Orton, who has the longer arms. Rivera's going to have to get down below. Look at that. Boxing, nice maneuver by Orton. Look at it connecting. Left and right. Look at this. All right, come on. Referee in there up against the rope now. Nice right hand by Bob Orton. He's really taking it to him. Rivera coming right back. Bob Orton, yes. Oh, yeah. They're slugging it out here. Oh, right hand. Staggers him. Oh, caught him with the left. Look at that. Hammering away. Bob Orton. You can hear that leather smashing in there. All right, come on, referee. Get between them. All right, back him now. Holding on. You saw him. He's holding on behind that neck.
That's illegal, of course. We know that, but that's Bob Orton. But right now, Rivera's coming on. Whoa, beautiful right by Rivera. Right.
Yeah. Rivera coming on. Rivera targeting. Rivera, yes. Oh, right hand. Shook him again. Rivera with another right hand. Golly, one. Rivera took another right hand.
I think he's out. He got caught with a devastating blow. Rivera's out.
All right, Roddy Piper in there with Cowboy Bob Orton. I should say Boxing Bob Orton. And Rivera just coming around, but there, it was, I was impressed. I don't know about you, but I was impressed.
I was impressed, too. I'm very surprised. He must have had an amateur background or something because Bob Orton knew what he was doing there. He threw some beautiful jab, left, right. He knew what he was doing.
All right, we'll get the official decision.
The time, 1 minute, 31 seconds of the first round. The winner by a knockout of Boxing Bob Orton.
Come on. Did you see that?
I sure did. That was uncalled for. What a cheap shot that was.
Rivera, gallant indeed, stepping into the ring with Boxing Bob Orton. But I'll tell you what, I don't know if this man is a heavyweight contender or not, but he impressed me in there.
Good, you got him that time.
Yeah, you're right. He said you got him that time. Let's go back, take a look at some of the replay.
This here we see where Rivera and I did, but then boom, he came up with a right. He caught Rivera right in the jaw. And Ron, look at this right here.
Oh, forget about it.
I'll tell you, he put everything behind that shot, and Rivera went down for the count. And there was no doubt about that. That was a devastating right.
Well, I'll tell you, it may not be Cowboy Bob Orton anymore. It could very well be Boxing Bob Orton. I think, well, he was very impressive. But then you saw what he did there at the end of the match was over.
Well, that was typical of Bob Orton. He came over and he threw another devastating right after Rivera was struggling, trying to get up on his feet. And that right really had sent him sprawling halfway outside the ring. But nevertheless, Orton really shocked the heck out of me. I didn't know he had such great boxing abilities.
All right, stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, the Junkyard Dog squares off against the one and the only Terry Funk. Stay tuned for more WWF action coming at you.
WrestleMania.
It's coming. WrestleMania 2.
In a couple of weeks, and the voting is just about over. We only have just a little better than a week, so you best cast your vote. Here now are all of the nominees for Best Personality, Best Single Vocal Performance on the wrestling album.
Don't go messing with a country boy, a country boy, a country boy. Don't go messing with a country boy, don't mess with a country boy. Started out rich Springfield, 'cause she's my girl and she always will be the only girl for me. And when I'm on the scene, everything's alright. Rock and roll, alright. The woman that likes me, but I say, there's only one thing I got to say, yeah. Already,
Goodness, yeah, whop, bam, boom. For those of you wishing to cast your vote, and again, you only have about a week to do so. There for Best Single Vocal Performance on the wrestling album, cast it to the Slammies, the Wrestling Music Awards, P.O. Box 1538.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Outside the ring, represented by his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 260 pounds, Terry Fong. And his opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 280 pounds, the Junkyard Dog.
Yes, sir, the Junkyard Dog. Waiting. Oh, no. Caught him just coming through the ropes. Sends him right out. Buck right on top of the Junkyard Dog out there with him now. Dog with a right hand. Buck backing off now. Referee counting him. Terry Funk trying to get back in the ring. Junkyard Dog maybe just back in the nick of time. Terry Funk starting the match, catching the Junkyard Dog off guard. Reversal now. It's Funk to the rope coming off. Good body drop. Funk up in the air. Body slam by the Dog. Look at him. Oh, headbutt. Another one. The Junkyard Dog headbutting Terry Funk all the way to the outside of the ring. And Jimmy Hart right there. Trying to get him back up on his feet. Those headbutts certainly takes a toll.
Well, Terry Funk tried to take the jump on Junkyard Dog, and he did. He was doing a pretty good number on him. He threw him outside the ring. But Junkyard Dog is tough. He came out after him, and he's been in control ever since. And those headbutts were devastating, and they really got Terry Funk dazed up here.
Yes, well, you can bet Terry Funk will be... Oh, what's this now? He wants to box a little bit. Look at that right hand. The Dog connecting. And as we saw earlier, the poster, beware the Dog. Oh, no, look at this. Funk still on his feet, not for long. To the other buckle. Oh, the Dog rams him right in. Look at this. Look at Funk. And the Dog drives him in again. There's not going to be anything left to fight. Oh, wait a minute. Jimmy Hart hanging on. Look at this. Jimmy Hart just grabbed the ankle to the Junkyard Dog.
Well, he's desperate. He knows his man is in trouble. Uh-oh. Here goes the Junkyard Dog after him.
Jimmy Hart is running for his life. Into the ring. To the far side. Oh, down to the concrete. Oh, but back in the ring now. Look at this. Slingshot. The Dog. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Ooh.
Can't get much closer.
Headbutt by the Junkyard Dog. Funk walking the rope. Oh, look at that. Jimmy Hart with the branding iron caught. Sends him round and round. Hart to the corner. Wait a minute. What? Oh, no. That's Dory Funk. Isn't that?
That is Dory Funk. That is Terry Funk's brother. For goodness sakes, where'd he come from? That is definitely Dory Funk, Terry Funk's brother.
Dory Funk coming out of nowhere, took his boot off. Look at this. Come on, get some water in there.
Look at this. They're really doing a number of
What's Jimmy Hart going to do? Look, Jimmy Hart jumped right up on him. Look at Jimmy Hart. Look at that. Jimmy Hart is pounding away on the Junkyard Dog. The Funk brothers holding Jimmy. Look at this. Help finally coming. Terry Funk and Dory Funk. And there's Jimmy Hart. Look at that embrace with those three. All right, let's go back to the replay. Here.
Look at this. Here's JYD's ready to grant Terry Funk. Look at this. Here comes Dory Funk. Terry's brother. Look at this. He takes his shoe off and bam, look at this. Right in the back of the head of JYD.
Dory Funk coming to his brother's rescue. And did they ever do a number on the Junkyard Dog, who's still down? Stay with us.
All right, fans, after a capacity crowd last time out at the Boston Garden, get ready for another big one. Saturday night, March the 8th, from top to bottom, it's going to be extra special. There is a new Intercontinental Champ, as you fans here in Boston know. Macho Man Randy Savage upsetting Tito Santana. Now Santana in a return, this time as challenger. Big talk about a tag team bout with the Junkyard Dog teaming up with the heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan. Their opponents, come on in, Jimmy Mouth of the South Heart, will be the Funk brothers, Terry and Dory Jr. That's got to be quite a coup for you.
My bounty hunters. You saw what I did to the dog. I held him down and I punched him, I kicked him, I scratched him. I looked up at Terry and Dory Funk and I said, what should I do now? And Dory and Terry said, kick that egg-sucking dog one more time, and I did. Here they are, the Funks.
All right, the latest. Yes, Terry Funk.
Let me tell you people something. You are looking at the John Wayne of professional wrestling. There's only one difference between him and John Wayne, though. They're both the silent type, but John Wayne loved his country very much. But this man loves me more than John Wayne ever loved his country. For an example, whenever we were just kids, there was a mongrel dog that came out in front of the house, and I was walking out in front of the house, and that dog bit me on the back of the leg. At that time, my brother took that dog out behind the barn, and that's the last time that I have ever seen that dog. Now we have a chance at that jackass himself, and who is he asked to come in the ring with him but Hulk Hogan? Terry and Dory Funk have worked hard to become the best in their profession. We climbed the ladder of success. We reached the pinnacle in the NWA. And along comes the WWF and Hulk Hogan and blows the NWA right off the mat. And down in the gutter we are. And what do? They try to kick dirt right over the top of us. But we have climbed back up. And believe me, you are looking at one mean, silent man. And you are looking at Terry Funk right here. And what we are going to do is we are going to humiliate the WWF by beating that jackass and their champion. And right here is a man who jumped on top of him before, and he's going to do it again.
Signed deal to be delivered. Junkyard Dog Hulk Hogan meeting the Funks here on Saturday, March 8th.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be all right, but nonetheless, happenings here in the WWF. We saw Dory Funk join his brother Terry Funk, and you can bet something's going to break loose very, very soon.
That was a shocker to see Dory Funk jump in that ring. I had no idea the man was anywhere inside, but you can't believe that Junkyard Dog isn't going to take this too lightly.
Join us next week, ladies and gentlemen, when on hand will be no less than World Wrestling Federation champion Hulk Hogan on the program. In addition to which, you'll be joined by Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And then from Boston, the Intercontinental title will be up for grabs. It's Tito Santana squaring off against the Macho Man, Randy Savage. We will have that and more. Next week is the Macho Man, Randy Savage, attempts to take the Intercontinental title from Tito Santana, plus champion Hulk Hogan, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, and a whole lot more next week right here on Championship Wrestling.